So first year at Ravenna last year, you guys made the playoffs and won a game. So talk about how you guys can build on that in year two.
Yeah, like I say, with last season being so crazy and wild, we talked at the end of the season is raising that bar. We want to do more than just win one game in the playoffs. It starts in the off season, and these kids have really, taken that to heart and really exploded and ready to kick in that, raise the bar a little bit. So. I think it'll be huge with this off season and building, from all what we couldn't last year. As I say, I think it's priceless getting this time in.
Is it nice this year not having to deal with all the COVID restrictions and actually getting to implement an offense and a defense with the right amount of time to do it?
Yeah, absolutely. I say last year, we couldn't even, hand a football off, or you had to throw a football and then wipe it down or whatnot. And you couldn't gather. And like I kind of said earlier, outside of the football part of it is kind of learning the kids and, kind of coming in late last season and not being able to be around them as much as I didn't get to learn who they were and they didn't get to learn who I was really and kind of build that bond. So I think, outside of football, on top of football, building those relationships with the kids and getting to kind of know who they are and they get to know who I am and their personalities. I think that's going to be, even more bigger part of our success than the football part.
So last year in the big WMC, talk about what your goals are for this year and what you're looking forward to next year when you move into the smaller one with schools more your size.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, it's always going to be to compete. We have some schools, that we've kind of circled that kind of got the best of us last year. And this being the last year in the conference, we want to make sure we go out with a bang. And, we've talked about that as a team is, our expectations, as a team can't outweigh our work ethic. So, like I said, these guys have really taken off this summer and, worked their tails off to make sure they can, like I say, all I want to do is at the end of the day is be able to compete. At the end, that's all we can ask for is we'll compete. We'll be there at the end, standing, battling and give it our best shot. And, like I say, and coming up to next year, it's always going to be is to compete. I expect to be at the top of the conference. That's this year, next year. Anytime we play a football game, we expect to be, with our work ethic and that kind of stuff is depend on that to kind of get us to make sure we're there towards the end and just be able to compete, give us a chance.